You've never seen such an outrageous way of laying eggs. The hens took off their feathered coats to take a bath, and after drying themselves with towels, the duck thoughtfully helped them put their coats back on. He was so attentive because he wanted to keep the hens in a cheerful mood for laying eggs. Then he started playing music. Hearing the lively rhythm, the hens immediately began laying eggs. As he sped up the tempo, the hens' egg laying accelerated wildly. Soon, the 3 hens had laid hundreds of eggs. After using calipers to confirm the eggs were the right size, the duck thoughtfully escorted the hens back to the coop to rest. Just as he was happily carrying the eggs off to sell, a fox set its sights on his hens. Seeing the duck leave, the fox immediately grabbed his tools and sprang into action. But his activity was spotted by the hens. Hearing the commotion, the duck rushed back immediately, finding the fox intently digging a hole. He prepared to launch a surprise attack with his tool, but instead grabbed a leftover chicken foot, giving him quite a fright. So he quickly went to find the dog for help. But after hearing the whole story, the dog had no intention of getting involved. He even put a collar on himself, claiming he was tied up. The helpless duck had to turn to Mother Pig, but Mother Pig refused, saying she needed to look after her children. The duck was deeply dejected, but suddenly remembered he had another good friend. He immediately jumped into the water, and soon found the big fish at the bottom. Although the fish expressed his willingness to help, since he couldn't stay out of water for long, he was powerless to assist. In desperation, the duck decided to rely on himself, and furiously flew back immediately. But by this time, the fox had already captured the hens in a sack. Seeing this scene, the duck gave chase in a frenzy. His speed was so tremendous that he even bored a hole through a large tree. However, the fox was faster everywhere he passed. Even the owl nearly got blown away. Fortunately, the owl pulled out a map and pointed him in the right direction. At this moment, the fox was preparing to devour the hens. At the critical moment, one hen managed to grab the knife blade just in time. The enraged fox was about to force his way through, but seeing things going badly, the hen quickly fled. The duck, arriving on the scene, immediately drew the knife and gave chase. Just as the fox lunged to catch the hen, the duck charged at him with the knife. Seeing the danger, the fox ran away. However, when he crashed into a tree, the duck swiftly swung the blade. The terrified fox tried to climb the tree, but under the duck's chopping, the massive tree was instantly felled. The duck raised the knife and hurled it, and no matter how the fox fled, the knife stayed hot on his heels. Finally, his tail was severed by the falling tree. The fox managed to escape at last, while the duck, holding the tail as a trophy, rescued the hens and brought them safely home.